People, what's up? What's up, everybody? All right, I'm here to do part 3 of the Pisces male and Libra woman relationship or friendship, however, partnership, however you want to title it, right? There was some comments on there. Matter of fact, there's a comment from a Mi Chan who spoke about she doesn't think Pisces are perfect. She doesn't think Pisces males are perfect, and they're like the most difficult to pin down and get to commit. And there's also a comment on the video that says that, you know, I was putting Pisces male on a pedestal and making the Libra woman look bad. All right, so this is what I'm going to do and this is not to like tickle your ear or anything. I'm going to explain to you why it looks that way. Why, but more importantly, why the Pisces male will not get along with the Libra female from a Pisces perspective. All right. And of course, I'm going to have to use some of the Libra's tendencies in order to do so. So here we go. All right, now first, it's great to know the natal chart of your partner, if you can. If you can't, okay, I get it, right? Also, it's great to know the natal chart of yourself. So I just got finished looking at my natal chart again, and I basically can see exactly where we clicked and why we clicked, and I can see where we disagreed and why we disagreed. Now, before I get into in-depth, right? First, we want to know where your Libra is in my natal chart, right? So now, just because Libra rules the 7th house and Venus rules the 7th house, it doesn't mean that your natal chart is going to have Libra and Venus at the 7th house, all right? We're all born at different times, so it can be shifted anywhere on the wheel. So if you knew where my Libra was placed, you would know definitely of why. I'm gonna just give a hint of why a Libra female would eventually be like, you're too cheap for me. I gotta get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would know why if you knew where my Libra was placed, right? Or why we'll have turmoil when it comes to finances or whatever the case may be. Boom. Now I'm gonna get to more into depth though. The 7th and 8th house, which is the 7th house first, right, is Libra's house, ruled by Venus, which has the attributes of the power of attraction, love, and money, deals with Venus, and Libra rules over partnerships and close relationships, right? So you got to understand, this woman has embedded in her that she wants to make relationships. She wants to make close partnerships, right? So she already has this idea that she is wifey material, that she's supposed to be married. She's supposed to get hitched eventually. And I don't know if your Libra woman will tell you this or not. Some Libra women will just flat out tell you, like, you know, don't look at me just because I'm kind of wild or different or whatever the case may be, or showy or whatever, and think that I'm not wifey material. Like, I am. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think I'm there right now, like, I'm getting there, just watch. You know what I'm saying? And they have this belief built inside of them. So you got to understand those traits. Trying to hook up with a dude who, Pisces traits, who is a visionary, creative, and deals with illusions, right? Planet ruler is Neptune, formerly known as Jupiter as well. You could look at that however you want to do it, as the way you study, right? So already the Libra is going to look at the Pisces male being this visionary and having these ideas and these dreams, and she's not going to necessarily frown upon it. She's just going to want to look at the practicality from her perspective. And like I said, Venus, she's dealing with love, power of attraction, and money. So she's going to be like, look, baby, it's going to take money to do this. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, what do you think about that? And the Pisces may be like, you know, gauging, because the Pisces is going to gauge the female Libra and say, okay, power of attraction, I can gauge that instantaneously, right? And most Libra women are attractive, right? We can gauge that. However, money and love, people, you know, people of all sorts, from all different walks, have this idea of what they believe love is, right? And a Pisces will have probably a stronger belief of what they believe is love is, and may be abstract and it may be ideal, and a Pisces may not even tell you what they think love is. However, they'll observe you and gauge love in an abstract kind of way. And they'll use how the Libra woman identifies herself with money as a measurement tool. So let me give you an example, right? Let's say a Pisces male says, okay, look, you know, I got $100, and the Libra woman is a vegetarian. And Pisces just, just playing the game or whatever, and says, look, I want you to go buy 5 of those burgers and eat those burgers. You know what I'm saying? And keep the change though. The change from the $100 bill is yours. Now the Libra woman will probably think about it for a half a second and be like, damn, I'm about to compromise my veganism. You know what I'm saying? I've been vegan for 6 years. How can I do this to myself? And she's going to be like, you know what? Fuck it. Give me that $100. I'm gone. I'll buy 10 burgers and eat them shits right now. And I'll just go back to being a vegan afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I got $90 left. Okay, I just made $85. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And this is not, okay, again, it sounds like I'm putting a Libra woman down, right? I'm just using this as an example of how both signs measure money differently. Okay, and this is where the turmoil comes in on the Pisces part. So, and this is not even to say that the Pisces won't respect the Libra afterwards. It's just now we have a better understanding of how they view money, right? So, I say that to say this. Once we see how their narrow approach to money is, now let me break down to you how a Pisces may view money. Money is also known as the word currency. And this has to deal with the mutable aspect that was also commented on about when the comment was made that Libra woman will be frustrated with Pisces mutable aspect, where she'll be more happy with an Aries who is more direct. And the reason why Libra woman is more happy with an Aries approach is because Aries is going to let them know exactly what they want right there in that minute. So the Libra female is able to plan and assess what her goals are by integrating that decisiveness into her plan. Now, remind you, this is a woman who wants to be joined with another person. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the rest of the world. This is just spousal related, period, when the Pisces is looking at things at a bigger picture, right? So, okay, we understand that she's happier with that approach. Now, the Pisces is going to look at money, like I was saying. Money is also known as currency, right? Currency comes from the word current. So what's going on in the current, and the current of the wave of the water. So this is where the mutable aspect comes in, and this is why Libra get frustrated, and this is why the Pisces is the bad guy, okay? Give you an example, quick example. I need to do something pertaining to my dreams that has been on hold, and the Libra woman has been looking at me and wondering, like, why is this thing on hold? Why haven't it come to fruition yet? What are you doing? And the Pisces knows that they're basically refraining from making certain moves that can end up being like that veganism move, where it's like, okay, I'm going to compromise my integrity to get to where I want, or am I going to stick to my belief system to get to what I want? So the thing may be on hold, and the Pisces may be just like the water, dancing around the river and the ocean, just moving around until that wall comes down, until that dam comes down, and it's time to go down the river. So let's say, quick example, I make a phone call to the people that have my close relationships and partnerships who pertain to getting my dream coming into fruition, right? I make a call to them, look, I want to talk to you today about the thing that we was talking about pertaining to my goals and everything. What are you doing right now? Now, this person hasn't been picking up the phone before. Now they pick up on 2 rings. Oh, yeah, I was busy. Don't worry about it, bro. Nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about you. Yeah, we can meet up and talk about that more today. As a matter of fact, I got a plug that just opened up over here on the other side of town, and it makes more sense now. So now the Pisces is going to be like, okay, boom, cool. Might have had to do something with the Libra that day. Listen, I got to go. I'm gone. I don't care if she's butt naked making pancakes. I'm out. I'll eat on my way. I'll pick up some takeout or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone. Pisces considers that as money. That flow, that current becomes currency, because that is the path that is going to get the Pisces male to where they need to go. It doesn't necessarily mean, that person didn't have to call the Pisces and say, look, I got $200 for you if you come down here and take a look at this deal. It's not exactly how you wanted to do it, but it's a deal nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? That's not money to Pisces. Pisces might be like, you know what, let me think about it. Hold on to that 200. Like, the 200 is not going to make the Pisces move. The money is not going to make the Pisces move necessarily. You understand what I'm talking about? So now let's move into the 8th house. And a lot of people associate the 8th house with death, but you got to look into it as a more, and not as a literal death of a person. Look at it as the ending of one ideal or way of doing things and the birth of another. All right, it's a transformation. Pluto rules the 8th house, and Scorpio is also associated with, secrets and depth of emotion and stuff like that, right? So This associates with partnerships and close relationships, because you got to think about it like this, right? When you get married, it's going to be you and this other person sharing joint resources, right? You can call me bad guy all you want. Marriage has a lot to do with that. Okay, you saved all the love stuff for the honeymoon stuff, right? So Pisces knows this and the joint resources. So you got to look at 7th and 8th house, how Pisces male views money, which I just told you, and their broader view on what money is. Okay, for Pisces, like I just said, the current, the flow, and everything, that's partly what money is associated with, right? The same way as now companies are now valuing their assets based upon like things that's not money, like cars can get valued as an asset. Probably not the best example. Let's use social media for an example, right? Real abstract is how a Pisces would think. Social media now, people are valuing their followers on their Instagram page, their followers on their Google Plus page. This is being valued into their assets now. Accountants and economists are taking a closer look at this, right? So to quell the argument, or to simmer the argument going on between the Libra woman and the Pisces male just be like, baby, don't worry about nothing. Like look at my business page online. She may be like, yo, are you living on the same world as me? Because that shit don't got nothing to do with money. Like I can't go buy a bag with that. You can't go buy a Calvin Klein suit with your Facebook likes. Like what are you talking about? And the Libra's gonna get scared, and the Libra will leave the Pisces male. Straight up. She'll be scared. She'll be like, yo, she can't talk to her friends and her family about this shit because of her pride. Now tell me I'm wrong. A Libra woman is full of pride. She's going to be almost embarrassed to talk to her family and friends about this so-called, special guy with the white knight and armor and all that. Like it's not going to add up visually to the people she's trying to impress, because Libras are diplomatic. They are showy. They value things and stuff like that. They rule by Venus. I get it. You know what I'm saying? However, at the same time, you got to look at how the Pisces male views the 7th and 8th house, and that's how they view it. And also keep in mind that the planetary movements inside of those houses will also affect how those relationships turn out. All right, and if a Libra woman does not know these things, then it's going to be turmoil. But let's look at it in a positive light, right? What if the Libra woman knew those types of things, and what if both of them knew each other's charts? Then they probably have a better idea how to come together and be as one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to give it all away, so you can understand what it is that you need to do with me. If you end up getting closer with me, then that approach can be taken, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you have to think about these things and think about what pertains to joint resources and other people's money, right? Because I look at it like this: once people get married, once one person joins with another person, like the rest of the world doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't work for the world no more. Y'all don't work for the people of the world no more. Y'all work for each other. Y'all make sure y'all are in that alleged castle up there on the hill, or whatever the case may be. Y'all make sure y'all got a bunch of horses and cattle in the farm. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't care about people. You know what I'm saying? So if we're talking about joint resources and other people's money, I'm just dropping a hint on you. What does that pertain to? What does that consist of? All right? And if the Libra woman is not down with that, and the Pisces male is down with that, or leans towards that and say, you know what, that could be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook. However, it was created in America and it's available to all of us for free. So I'm just dropping a jewel right there so you could get an example of what I mean by joint resources, other people's money. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually benefiting from Mark Zuckerberg's asset. So just look at it like that, right? And also, like I said in the beginning, you got to think about what's in my, where my Venus is. You know what I'm saying? Where's my Venus in my chart? What do I love more? Or what planetary placement, what house is getting my love the most? My power of attraction. You understand what I'm talking about? And what ruling planets, the ruling planets that rule over the 7th and 8th house, where are they at in my chart? Which also will influence those aspects that are in that house. You understand what I'm talking about? So take all of these things into consideration when you're calling the Pisces male the bad guy. And we'll wear the shirt. No doubt, we'll wear the shirt, but you might change your mind afterwards. All right? Hopefully this helps. I'm out.